Can you imagine if John Wick was a gamer? The sheer amount of headshots he would get in every game would just be mind-blowing. Seriously. Hello YouTube, Ash here and welcome to another episode of Ash Talks. Today I'm doing a movie review and the film I will be reviewing is John Wick, Chapter 3, Parabellum. I think I said that right. Parabellum, whatever. John Wick, Chapter 3. So this is of course the third film in the John Wick franchise. It again stars Keanu Reeves, Ian McShane and Lawrence Fishburne. So will this be a headshot? Or would it be shot in the head? Let's get into it. So the plot of the film. This film follows up on events that happened in Chapter 2. Spoiler warning, at the end of Chapter 2, John Wick is in everyone's bad books and basically everyone wants to kill him. Now he needs to basically survive and that's near enough it. And that's the plot. So let's be honest, you watch these films for the action and I have to say that the action scenes in this film are amazing. They're really well filmed and they're really well set up. And there's lots of different and crazy types of action scenes. You've got an action scene in a horse stable, you've got an action scene on a motorbike, you've got an action scene involving lots of different glass panels. So I like that they try and mix it up all the time. Obviously, as everyone knows, these films are a callback to the action films of the 80s and 90s where one man takes out a whole army. Although I have to be honest, I am starting to get a bit worried. I was getting in the second film, but now with the third film that basically John Wick is unkillable. He's sort of like in those video games where you put a cheat in and you cannot be hit. You're on immortal level. Because the guy should be dead. It's seriously, he should be dead. You know, if you're the bad guys, just send in a group of people when he goes to attack them, just sniper him or fire a damn rocket at him. You know, these guys really need to learn tactics if you want to kill him. It's quite easy to do. I know it's entertaining for us, the viewers, to watch all these different action scenes, and they are exciting, and I'm not judging that. However, let's talk about some of the action scenes. The action scenes, as I mentioned, are really well filmed, and I really like this one specific where he's fighting them in the stables. John Wick uses horses as weapons. Seriously, John Wick uses a horse as a weapon, and not once, twice, 3 times, and that's the kind of craziness that these films bring. And as you saw in the trailer, the motorbike fights, so yeah, the action is always top notch, and I do like that they have tried to make the stakes a bit harder for John Wick, but still the guy is impossible to kill and he just get around it. So yeah, it's getting a bit too much now. As far as the performances go, everyone does a brilliant job, and I definitely like Keanu Reeves in the role. You can really see that he puts his heart and soul into playing this character. The character is great, and Reeves' delivery is fantastic. You know, he has that dark humor, which was great in the first 2 films, and it's great again here. Also, I really like Ian McShane in this film as Winston. You know, the guy is just so cool. Everything's going to hell, and he's just sitting down drinking whiskey. How cool can you get? But yeah, that's Ian McShane's performance. Yeah, the guy is definitely a cool customer, both him and his character. One of my favourite things about this film was also I got to see 2 of my favourite TV stars in small roles. There was Jerome Flynn as one of these big bosses, and it was cool, even though he had a weird accent where he sounds like Bron a bit, but then he sounds like a different accent, so I don't really think his accent was on spot. But it was cool seeing him there, and we also get to see the Penguin from Gotham. I'm sorry, I don't know his name, but it was cool in a very small role, and here Jerome in a bit bigger role, so it was cool seeing TV stars in these smaller roles. And yes, I definitely have to mention Halle Berry in this film. Her scene was really kick-ass, and she was such a badass character. And I also like that she used her dogs as weapons. So yeah, lots of characters using animals as weapons in this film. John Wick used that horse, and she used her 2 dogs. So yeah, the animals are in the fight in this film. And I like that the lore was expanded a bit more in this film. That's one thing that puts these films above other action films. One, the crazy action scenes, which are much better than any other film, and the fact that you have all this lore about the Continental, about the head table, about those little gold nuggets and you know, gold coins and the markers and all that. And here we get a bit more by adding the adjudicator, even though the actress who played it wasn't really that intimidating. She was kind of but the lore regarding the adjudicator was interesting. And another cool slash funny thing is that Mark the Cascos, who's sort of the main bad in the film, starts off as a sort of chef when he's mostly well known from American Iron Chef. So yeah, I thought that was really funny. Yeah, sorry, I got a strange sense of humor. Yeah, sorry, but I thought it was funny. So before I give you my final rating, let me know in the comments down below, what did you think of John Wick Chapter 3 and which is your favourite John Wick movie? Let me know in the comments down below. So in conclusion, I will give this film a 3.5 out of 5. I thought it was a very entertaining action movie. The action set pieces are really amazing. I love the horse fights, I love the motorcycle fights, I love the lore in this film, which is always expanding. But on the downside, John Wick is getting a bit too OP. Now I know it's fun to see him take out a load of people. However, I really don't think you can keep doing it movie after movie. So I think there's gonna come a time where, you know, it has to stop. So that's it. I want to thank you all for watching this video. I've been Ash. If you did like it, hit that like button. And also, if you're new to the channel, like what you've seen, I do movie reviews, trailer reactions, top 10s, all that. So consider hitting that subscribe button. And I will see you next time. Bye, 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 bye.